my miracles. I have come to today with Archangel Gabriel and Michael, and I asked Michael, what is the message, or what am I to do today? What is it? What is it that I need to do? Is there anything I need to do, or is there nothing I need to do? What is it? Or am I doing exactly what I'm doing? Sometimes we ask, what do we need to do, because we're used to being busy doing something, especially when you're in. We call it the spiritual world, but I'm trying to think of another name. But but it's like when we are called, when we are gifted with certain types of insight, information, certain type of gifts. It's like we want to be busy for God. We want to be busy for God. We want to always do something we want to always do something. And the God is within us. The God is within us that is showing us different things. And I'm going into the Bible. This Bible was gifted to me from my grandmother when I was 18. Y'all, I'm like almost 50 now. So I had this Bible for a little while, for a little bit. And for some reason, I always go back to the Bible. Now, we all know it's missing pages in the Bible. We have 66 and it's 88, probably went more than that. But I know for a fact that there's missing pages. But in God's words, the universe words, the divine words, it's always symbols and codes and signs in scriptures. Now, not everybody is going to get the coding and the symbols and signs and the wonders in the scriptures. Not everyone, because some people are just sheep leading the sheep, or wolves leading the wolves, however you want to call it. But in my ministry and my gifts, I do as I'm guided to do, regardless of how anyone feels, regardless of how people think I should or whatever. No, I never been like that. So in Matthew the 2nd, I don't even know why I said all that, but it's a reason for that. And it may be a reason for you. But the reason for the message is not just for me, it's for you. Something in the message. But Matthew 2, verses 6 to 18, let's go ahead and read. Blessed is the man who does not fall away on account of me. As John's disciples were leaving, Jesus began to speak to the crowd about John. What did you go out into the desert to see? A reed swayed by the wind? If not, what did you go out to see? A man dressed in fine clothes? No. Those who wear fine clothes are in kings' palaces. Then what did you go out to see? A prophet? Yes, I tell you. And more than a prophet. This is the one about whom it is written, I will send my messenger ahead of you, who will prepare your way before you. I tell you the truth. Among those born of women, there has not risen anyone greater than John the Baptist. Yet, he who is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. From the days of John the Baptist until now, The kingdom of heaven has been forcefully advancing, and forceful men lay hold of it. For all the prophets and the law prophesied until John. And if you are willing to accept it, he is the Elijah who has to come. He who has ears, let him hear. To what can I compare this generation? They're like children sitting in the marketplaces and calling out to others. We played the flute for you, and you did not dance. We sang a dirge, and you did not mourn. For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say, he has a demon. I'm going to leave it here because it says 6-18. Now, Gabriel and Michael wanted me to see this message for a reason. I don't know if you've seen that flicker. My goodness. Yes. Thank you. Blessed is anyone who does not stumble on account of me. This is the message. John the Baptist, who was in prison, sent his disciples to ask Jesus Christ if he was truly the Messiah. After describing the signs of his ministry, healing, teaching, and helping those in need, Jesus says, "Blessed is anyone who does not stumble on my account." Now, when I looked and I was like, okay, let me see. What is stumble? We know what stumble is, but what is stumble in the biblical sense? What is the decoding? What is stumble? Stumble means losing faith. Stumble means becoming offended. Stumble means becoming discouraged. Stumble means rejecting Jesus because he does not meet expectations. Many people expected the Messiah to be a political leader or warrior. Jesus' ministry of compassion, healing, and humility surprised them. This verse could be understood as blessed are those who continue to trust even when things do not happen the way they expected. Faith during being uncertain. Patience. Trusting God's timing. Remaining steady when answers are not immediate. This verse was spoken to followers dealing with questions and being uncertain. Many people find it encouraging during difficult seasons when they are waiting for answers or experiencing disappointment. This message is not that doubts never occur, but faith can continue even when circumstances are confusing or different from what was hoped for. And then Osundes, Osundes, popped up for some reason. It was when I was studying and going down like what I call the rabbit hole, or the rabbit path. I always call it that. Osundes popped up. Osundes. Go research it for yourself. And I was like, why? Okay, I need to do some research on why this word is coming up. What is this word? I never heard of this word. And amazingly, miracles always happen, but it's just just like I said, when you go down a rabbit hole, a rabbit path, you follow your intuition, and wherever you're guided and led to, it's always beautiful gifts at the end. No matter how small or big they are, you always end up with beautiful gifts, whether there's new knowledge, an actual gift, or your mind change and expands. So a sundus means God is watching. God is looking at, reflecting a deep sense of faith and protection. This is a notable surname. So I don't know if you know someone named that or what, or it's a new word for you as well. But I do know that your miracles are spiritual protection. For some of you, it's business success. For some of you, it's your debts paid. For some of you, it's your family restored. For some of you, it may be psychological healing. And for many, it may be wisdom. The thing that's blocked or needs to be blocked is fear, is doubt, and is insecurities. It's 11:44 on the clock. 11:44. Now, the Queen of Swords that I pulled a while ago, probably a month or two ago, and I just left the message on the table. You are in the energy of the Queen of Swords, regardless if I'm talking to a female or a male, it doesn't matter. You're in the energy of the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords represents clarity, wisdom. But the clarity when I'm looking, the clarity represents like like clear thinking. Clear thinking. Some of you with the blockage of fear, doubt, and insecurities, it's like once you block that out, once your mind sets at a higher standard, I'm gonna just say a higher consciousness. It's like when your intuition is clear and you're able to make wise choices with clarification. And with this, you're listening to your intuition. 222. And intuition is a language of the soul. Because when this card shows up, it's a clear message that it's time for you to use your intuition. A lot of you are already doing this. But for those that have the blockage of fear, doubt, insecurities, it's time to block that out, to raise your consciousness. Just give it a chance, and you'll quickly notice how it might be trying to get your attention. With so much information in this world that's wanting your every thought, that's trying to get every thought, just trying to see everything, to get everything. It's easy to ignore or fail to acknowledge your insights. Clear focus. 888, power. Now, when I said many of you are using your intuition, you're already here. You're already here. You're already here. As a spiritual being, it's like power is at your command. You have inner strength, compassion, generosity, willpower, and love. Because at any moment, these qualities, these beautiful, beautiful qualities, can assist you in coping with an adverse condition in front of you. It's a condition, is something you're going through right now, or something that is surrounding your life. Maybe many things surround your life. I want you to set aside the necessary time to resolve these issues, because power represents more than physical or external strength. It can also be channeled emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. Because when you have balance over your body, mind, and soul, and with the power of spirit, anything can be overcome to achieve a positive result. Power and strength can be developed to work in harmony in any given situation. Because every obstacle, every error helps build your knowledge and understanding of the world around you. When you make a mistake, I call it lessons. It's a chance for you to stop, listen, and ask yourself, what am I supposed to be learning here at this moment? How can I make this situation better? Because lessons are great wake-up calls. And in the lessons, they provide you with opportunities to discover your weakness, your own weaknesses, and what needs to be changed, and which areas of your life need improving. Equally, they can be blessings in disguise. Just remember, baby, you are power. And now to the completion. 999. Spiritual strength. I would like to remind you that you have the inner strength to complete whatever you've been working on, as well as to give you encouragement. This final spirit card represents courage, stability, persistence, and discipline. You may be tired or weary from the struggle, but now, now is not the time to give in. I want you to tap into all of your inner reserves for that one final push to achieve the desired outcome. My loves, you've been through so much to get to this point. And even though you may have acquired some scars from the battle, you're much wiser. You're even much stronger for it. The enlightenment you gain will be an invaluable resource. You may also notice that you're experimenting with different things in your life at this time. By doing this, all of these experiences feed your spirit and offers you knowledge for the future. Love and light.